The Ravens defeat the Bengals 34-20.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, before he got hurt, 11 completions, 101 yards, and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 16 completions, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Before he got hurt.
He did get hurt, y'all. He did
Before
get
he
hurt.
got hurt.
Yeah,
He got
before he got
hurt.
hurt.
I mean, he all right.
Well, he
tough.
walked in hurt, or before he got hurt. Which one you?
Hey man, listen. Well, listen. We got Mark Andrews hurt on the first drive of the game.
Yeah.
Logan Wilson was out for blood. He almost got Lamar too. Good thing I don't have to see him. We don't have to see him any longer this season. And maybe the NFL needs to talk about that. Yeah, maybe the NFL can talk about plays like that because some of this stuff doesn't belong in the game. Now, don't mind me as far as I'm not trying to like take everything from the defense because at some point it's going to be two-hand touch. But these type of tackles that we saw with Mark Andrews, where you're dropping your weight and you're dragging them down at the midsection, those is data behind the injuries that come with that type of tackle. So we'll see how the NFL committee discusses things. But going to the game, I felt like this was a game that kind of made a statement, and it wasn't a statement as far as Lamar versus Burrow. It was a statement as far as adversity and how do you respond to it. The offense had hit a rut early in the game, and then Joe Burrow took the lead. The next drive, we thought Zay Flowers had an amazing touchdown that was called back from a phantom holding call. From that point, I was in the stands thinking, man, listen, that's going to be a problem. Like, that's a momentum changer right there. That touchdown coming off the board, I didn't know what to expect. But Lamar and the offense, they said, we won't be denied. And they continued to plug it in. They continued to grind. He'd be getting it in. He continued to grind, and we scored a touchdown on that drive. Next drive, Burrow's out of the game. And then, we decided, at that point, I don't feel the greatest about the win because it wasn't with Burrow in the game, right? You want to beat Burrow. You don't want to see any injuries, but I can't use that as an excuse either because they've done feasted on us. They've told us shoulda, woulda, coulda. They told us, man, it ain't our fault. Lamar ain't healthy. Tell him, he tough, right? So, it is what it is. Burrow came into the game with a wrist injury that they did not report. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. He hurt his wrist further. Maybe he shouldn't have played. Maybe he should have reported it. Maybe we should have known. Maybe the fans should have known not to put him on their slips or any Bengals receiver on their slips. It is what it is. We won the game. No tears from me. No excuses. It was total team performance. And these are the games that you want to see in these types of situations where they lose their quarterback. So now we have to just get ready for this tough stretch coming up. We got some games coming up that are going to be challenging, some on the road against playoff contenders. We just got to keep it going. This was a big test, and we were fortunate to kind of, the circumstances kind of went our way, but we all took losses Thursday night, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that really sticks out to me, that I feel after this game is, damn, I wish we beat the Browns because you'd be sitting beautiful. But as far as the game on Thursday, resilient. That's kind of what I take from it. You started off warm, you go down the field, Marcus hurt, and obviously that kind of put a damper not only on the game and the stadium. And you kind of saw for the next couple drives, they couldn't move the ball, just kind of flat. But midway through that second quarter, I think towards the end of the second quarter is when Nelly caught the touchdown and got the separation. You could kind of see that we were starting to put our imprint on the game. Got the ball back again before the end of half, went down to score with Rashad Bateman, got him in the mix, got him his first touchdown this year. So a good win for the Ravens. I mean, you moved to 9-3. You got 10 days off now before you head out west to LA. And then right after that, you got a bye week. So you're in a position right now. You have some injuries at key positions. You're in a position right now to get some rest. Get prepared for a big matchup next Sunday night against Justin Herbert and the Chargers. But I like where we are right now from a position of being 9-3. Like Nick alluded to, when you come out of that bye, I believe you had the Rams, the Jags, and then the 49ers. So you got a tough 3-game stretch 3 teams that are well coached. So the bye coming right now is coming at a perfect time, I believe. And 9-3, I'm happy. I'm satisfied right now. Like they said, Burrows may have been hampered, but we didn't play them with Tyler Huntley 1,000 times, I feel like. So I don't really feel no pity when it comes to that. That's football. Injuries happen. Godspeed on the healing, but we lost some soldiers too. And so
8-3, by the way.
well. 8-3, sorry. But oh well.
For real.
A couple things. I've been critical of these two guys. So as a man, you got to come in and go.
Hey, Sco, can I ask you
Uh-huh.
one quick question?
Sure.
We didn't act. I mean, obviously, we know who we were picking Thursday night, but were you picking the Bengals?
No, I said it last show that I wasn't picking the Bengals. Key said I was
pretty good. You're pretty good, but I don't know. I feel like you would have well picked the Bengals.
No,
we ain't asked, but
no, I wasn't picking the Bengals. That's
not
on everything.
Not the division winners,
and
not the guys you chose to win the division.
I had to cash out on that ticket early. Nah,
okay.
nah. Owe, I want to not a congratulations because it's just a good stretch, but he has been playing better. I've been very critical of him. So if you can get 3 straight sacks in 3 straight games, being as though he wasn't doing that at all and just barely getting there, all the pressure, salute to him. And Odell, he looks, I don't want to say 100% healthy, but he looks healthier, and you can see it now. Salute to those guys.
It's amazing. It's amazing what some patience does, right? Like, I ain't playing 2 years, but y'all want me to be 100 yards, 2 touchdowns in the first game of the season. Wow. Like, it's amazing what like letting somebody just get their legs right.
Yeah. And I thought that was interesting when he kind of said the Ravens saved him from himself in that week 2 game against the Bengals, where they kind of told him, look, we need you for the long haul. We'd rather you rest right now. And probably coming back to Pittsburgh game, it probably wasn't smart. But you starting to see the Odell now that he got his legs back. The dude is a route technician. Like he can get open. Like he can beat a zone. Like he wide open.
They said he couldn't separate. Wait, what? They said he couldn't separate.
I saw otherwise Thursday night, and I watched it live.
Thursday night, he been doing it last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
4 weeks.
Yeah. But Zay Flowers too. They both can just get open. But I was going to go to the defense again. We in a position to possibly have a double-digit sack person for the first time since 2017. It's been a long time since we had somebody with double-digit sacks here in Baltimore. So, really got 2 people within striking distance of getting there. But it'd be good to see that and to see the constant pressure that we've been generating week in, week out.
Yeah, I'm not the type that's going to like compliment Owe as much as most, because I don't think Owe is the reason for Owe's success. I think Matabuki and
I was talking about Matabuki specifically, yeah, because he got the 9.5.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Clowney, and Owe. Clowney been, in and out as far as inside of the defensive line and also on edge. He's really versatile in that sense, but the interior pressure has been what has set us apart, which has helped the edges be able to make plays. When you're collapsing the pocket and inside of the pocket, it's easier for the edges to come and clean up on those tackles. So that's the difference between now and previous seasons, is we didn't have an interior pass rush before. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes Aaron Donald so special, is because you can collapse the pocket and it allows everybody else to get an easier avenue to the pocket. So now he doesn't have to do as much. Now Clowney doesn't have to do as much. There's a reason why Clowney is having one of his better seasons in the last few years.
Yeah, 6.5 sacks.
You know what I mean? It's not because Clowney's just reinvigorated himself or Owe just became like this different player. It's like, the pieces of the puzzle are working a little better this year as opposed to previous years. So Matabuki, no question about it, you cannot let him go. He's too important. Even if he's just not like the greatest in the run game, I think he can excel with that with more experience and more time. But 9.5 sacks, you can't replicate that. Or we've been trying to find that for years. Literally,
you still got 6 games left.
Yeah, man.
He got 9.5. Like
whatever he wants, he can have it. He can have whatever he likes. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't had that in a long time. You're right. What about Monken? What you thought about him this game? Play calling. You like the play call in this game?
I didn't dislike it. I thought things got a little stagnant when Mark went out, and we had to
Yeah, that's
figure
what I'm
out what we're
saying.
going to do. But at the same token, I think he quickly figured out that Isaiah Likely and Charlie Kolar are nothing close or nothing synonymous. They're not in the same ballpark, field, league. Well, they're in the same league, but not really. They're just it's just a big talent gap. So what did he do? He kind of he pivoted. He started emphasizing the wide receivers more. He started getting Zay out in space. Started hitting the quick slant with Odell, which is my favorite play from Odell because he hits that slant and he goes. You know,
Yeah,
for
he's
somebody
money.
who's washed, I don't know how he's doing it, but you know, it's the grace of God, I guess. And we started, you know, Bateman was able to get some looks. I think he had some opportunities for deep plays that we didn't connect on, but he had separation. And I like the fact that we were taking those chances, you know, so he just spread them out more and started emphasizing the wide receivers more. And that's great because now we actually have the personnel to be able to do that and make those pivots. We don't have to rely on the tight end position. And now it's going to be interesting to see what we do about that position because I don't know if Likely is that guy. I don't know what y'all see. Me personally, I see a lot of drop passes. I see a lot of low football IQ. I saw Lamar trying to coach him up, tell him to go left. He's still going right. It's like, yo, I've had enough. I'm cool on yo. I'm cool.
And that's a good point you make as far as incorporating the wide receivers more. Because if you look at week 1 of the season when we played the Texans without Mark, Zay Flowers had 10 targets, 9 receptions. So I'm expecting him and these wide receivers now. Like that's going to be the bulk load of these receptions now. It's going to come from Zay and Odell. And I'm thinking they're going to be more electric in the pass game. Not to call it addition by subtraction, but I think this is gonna help. Yeah, exactly.
Like you have nobody, like you don't have Mark anymore. So that was always your safety valve.
Safety blanket, yeah.
You always were going to just look for Mark first and foremost. You don't got that luxury now because when you look at Likely, what do you see?
Moving right along.